fans, I thought a change of scenery might be nice. And I'm here in Orange Beach, standing right on the beach where you can actually find a ton of marine life. In fact, just on this trip, I saw some frisky, adorable little crabs, and I saw some bottlenose dolphins. So have you found some marine life when you were here? Did you find any shells? Shells are abundant. So we're gonna talk a little bit about shells, we're gonna do a cool experiment, and we're gonna talk about an animal that you can't find in these waters. You can find American eels, but you can't find electric eels. And electric eels are my favorite. So we're gonna do some experiments with electricity too. We're gonna have so much fun. So let's enjoy the crashing waves. Now let's do some science. One of the first things you notice as you start to collect shells is that some of them have these little beveled holes. What causes that? Well, oftentimes it's caused by the predatory moon snail. The snail uses its accessory boring organ that produces hydrochloric acid, enzymes, and other substances that soften the prey's shell. That creates the beveled hole. Once the hole breaks through the shell, the moon snail sticks its proboscis, or trunk, inside the clam, and using the radula, which has 7 rows of teeth, it rasps away the clam's tissue, basically eating it alive. Yikes! Do you ever wonder why you can hear the ocean in a shell? The reason why is the shape of the shell makes it perfect to amplify ambient noise. That's the noise that's around you. As air passes through, it resonates through the curved inside of the shell, making that perfect sound that sounds like the ocean. So there isn't a tiny ocean trapped in your shell, although this was found in the ocean. It's just that ambient noise, making it louder. Yeah, Percy, it's a shell. All right, now we're going to do a simple classic science experiment. We're going to make an ocean in a bottle. For this, you need an empty bottle. I just have an empty water bottle, and I filled it 1/3 of the way with water. So you break it into thirds, 1, 2, 3, 1/3. Then the next ingredient is oil. For this one, you're probably going to need some adult help, and a funnel would be nice too. I don't happen to have one, so I'm going to pour carefully, but this is something that could get really messy if you're not careful. Also, I have blue food coloring. Okay? Simple. So all I'm going to do is open up my lid here, and I'm going to very carefully pour my oil in. Here we go. Here we go. That can get scary, right? Okay, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there is a tractor on the beach right now, and they're combing the beach. Always very cool to watch. I'm sure that you can hear it, but that's what's going on. Awesome. All right, next I'm going to add blue food coloring. And there's one of 2 ways you can add this. You can add the blue food coloring before you add the oil, but I think it's pretty cool to watch the food coloring fall down through the oil. I'll show you what I mean. All right, how cool is that? Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is mix this up here. Okay, so now we have the blue mixed in with the water. And what's interesting, if you noticed, when I put the food coloring in the bottle, it didn't really mix with the oil. Oil and water don't mix, even though they're both liquids. And this process is called immiscibility. It just means when liquids won't mix. It makes it perfect for you to make an ocean in a bottle. So oil, water, and food coloring in an empty bottle. very soothing, isn't it? So if you have plastic fish or plastic boats, you can add those in there too. But just remember, you're probably not going to get them back because they're going to be filled with oil. But that's called ocean in a bottle. Remember, oil can be messy, so get your grown-up to help. Right, electric eels. So like I said, you wouldn't find electric eels in the Gulf of Mexico. They're actually native to the northern part of South America. And believe it or not, fun fact, they're actually knife fish. And they're more closely related to like catfish or carp versus other species of eel. How cool is that? Something else that's amazingly cool is the two organs that they have, the hunter's organ and the sax organ, that allow them to create electrical impulses and charges. They can actually generate up to 800 volts of electricity if they need to. Amazing. So they're carnivores, so they do use that electric ability to hunt, but they also use it for defense and communication and even navigation. They're super, super cool. Electric eels. So do we have the power to generate electricity? Yes, we do, and it's called static electricity. So matter is everywhere, and matter is made up of molecules. And then if you get even smaller, you have atoms. So atoms make up molecules, molecules make up matter, matter makes up everything. Well, if you have atoms, which we do because we're matter, and they're all around us, and you add friction, you can generate static electricity. So if you put your hands together and rub your hands, you can start to feel your hands getting warmer because you're generating energy in the form of friction. Combine friction, and in certain cases, you can create static electricity. Perfect way to do that for us is with this right here, a balloon. So I'm going to blow up my balloon. Okay, and I'm going to tie this. So if I want to generate friction, all I need to do is rub the balloon on something. And then, if the conditions are right, I can create static electricity. Perfect thing to use is your hair. So I don't know if you can see my hair standing up, but it is. My hair and the balloon are actually opposite charges. So opposites attract. So my hair and the balloon want to be best friends. So another way to generate static electricity, you have your balloon and an empty soda can. Okay? So I'm going to take the soda can and just sit it here where it's not moving. Okay? Let me turn this down so you can see. All right, here's my soda can. And hopefully I stressed it needs to be empty. And then I'm going to go ahead and rub this on my hair. I could also use my shirt if I want. I could also use the wall. All right, do you notice that? Ooh. There we go. So notice how the can is moving? Ooh, it really moved there. So again, we have those opposite charges. Opposites attract, so the can and the balloon want to hang out together. Looks like magic. Another thing you can do is try the wall. Sometimes if the conditions are right, you can get the balloon to stick on the wall. So we can generate static electricity. Not as powerful as an electric eel, but still pretty cool.